Welcome back, everybody. Well, without a doubt, Northern Nevada is one of the greatest places to live.
With summer just around the corner, News 4's Will Von Tagen takes the time to remind you of all the great things this state has to offer.
When you think of Nevada, neon signs and slot machines often spring to mind. But as you're about to find out, there's a lot more to Nevada life than just the downtown strip. Immediately out your back door, Nevada has outstanding recreation and family entertainment, often had without even leaving the city limits. Sparks Marina is always a great place to beat the heat on those hot days, with more water and sand than you can shake out of your socks.
If you ever went to the beach or haven't gone to the beach, it's a great opportunity to kind of get back into the sand and have fun with it.
The National Automobile Museum plays home to over 200 cars, many of which you'll see nowhere else in the world. And the most amazing thing is that many of these cars are fully functional. While hot August nights may only roll into town 1 week a year, the National Automobile Museum is a permanent showcase of some of the finest examples of man-made engineering.
Keeping history alive, it's really what we're all about here.
And of course, don't forget those Reno Aces. If you're looking to get out of the city, take a trek up the old Geiger Grade and reintroduce yourself to Virginia City. The annual music festival is always a favorite, and this June, the state championship Cowboy Fast Draw will hit the historic western streets. A walk through the old mines is another way to see the history of this town firsthand.
The darker timbers that you see in here are the original shoring timber. They're over 150 years old.
Back down in Carson City, history comes alive at the Nevada State Railroad Museum. And if you're lucky, you might catch a historic Civil War reenactment by the members of the battle-born Civil War reenactors.
You know, history is also our future, and that's why we even have the museum to start with.
Venturing further south, stop by Nevada's oldest settlement of Genoa to see the Old Mormon Station, once an outpost for the famous Pony Express line. For a better view, the Minden Airport has you covered. Take a glider ride and find out why Nevada is world famous for glider flying. Now, after spending some time up here, it's easy to see where this sport has its appeal. It's peaceful, serene, but at the same time very exhilarating.
Bar none, you can't find a better spot year-round for glider flying.
To catch your breath, get a taste of that sweet Sierra air by the shore of Lake Tahoe. If you love Nevada, then join the club. Any club. From remote control airplanes to bowling to big band dancing, Nevada has something to fulfill the interest of anyone looking to get out and enjoy this place we call home.
That's the secret.
That's it, right?
Don't say I never gave you nothing.
Helping you kick off your summer in the great state of Nevada, I'm Will Von Tagen. News 4.
Hier über die Steine kann man wunderbar hochgehen.
It's another spring day, and Benno Schmidt is on his way to the top of the Brocken. At 80 years old, it's certainly nothing he needs to be doing. But Brocken Benno, as he's come to be known, knows no other way.
28 Jahre.
For 3 decades I lived at the base of the mountain, but was never allowed to climb it. Now I am just trying to take back the 28 years that were lost.
Today will mark his 6,996th time reaching the summit.
Wintersport.
And the mountain is the love of his life.
Schon hier ist besser.
At 3,743 feet, northern Germany's highest peak is certainly no Matterhorn. But with an expansive view of several miles in any direction, the mountain was forbidden ground for both East and West Germans alike during the years of Soviet occupation.
This has been the best military restricted area you had along the German border. Nobody who hasn't been working for the military was allowed to come here.
On December 3rd, 1989, shortly after reunification, Benno was part of a people's march that stood at the gates and then crossed the forbidden ground for the first time to reclaim the mountain.
War eine schlimme Zeit.
Now, Benno takes to the summit almost every day, snow or shine, and to keep track of every climb, he receives a stamp in his booklet of hikes.
98. Brockenpass.
Bitteschön. On May 22nd of this year, Brocken Benno will climb the mountain for a 7,000th time, solidifying his place in the Guinness Book of World Records. What would you do if someone decided they wanted to try and beat your record?
We are all friends of nature. If someone wanted to beat me, I would be happy to let them try.
Also ich würde es nicht. I wouldn't try it. We climb the mountain once a year, but every day it's too much.
Nicht machen.
So, with another stamp in his book and another hike closer to his goal, one history is remembered, while another is being written.
Ja.
Will Von Tagen.
Wunderbar.
Harz Mountains, Germany.
A study from Rutgers University says nearly 1 in 5 college students nationwide are abusing a drug you might not really think of, Adderall. We wanted to know if the drug that is used to treat ADHD was having an impact on the university scene here in northern Nevada. Will Von Tagen goes on campus to find out in this Fact Finder report. It's all new at 5.
Adderall helps you focus, helps you write your papers.
That's a feeling at the UNR campus.
No, we really haven't seen any abuse of that.
University Police Commander Todd Renwick says the drug that is essentially a legalized amphetamine is not an issue at the school.
We haven't seen it, we don't have statistics on it. It's just not something we've come across.
But at the University Student Union, the students seem to have a different opinion.
It's everywhere. It's easily attainable if you know the right people, I guess.
My best friend's roommate is a really big fan. She complains about how it always gets more expensive around finals.
After speaking with the students, one consistency seemed to stand out between most reports. The drug was very active at the campus dormitories, where it is used to be more alert and focused when studying. Chuck Clement is in charge of safety and conduct at the residence halls. Are you aware of what Adderall is and what it does?
We Googled it as you were on the way over.
Okay. Have you noticed an issue at all in your halls with kids abusing prescription drugs?
Not at this point. I'm not saying that we don't have that problem. It's possible that we do. It hasn't risen to the level where it's affected our students. It hasn't come to our attention.
Since the drug is most often used in private and for study purposes, the issue had managed to go unnoticed. I explained to Chuck the reports I'd heard up at the student union, how the drug Adderall was not only widely used in the dormitories, but was even being sold there.
This kind of took me, again, I wasn't expecting anything like this. I am kind of glad you came in because it's something that we need to be aware of, we need to be alert for.
Chuck tells me because of News 4, he will start training staff to be more aware of the drug. The lack of attention to Adderall could be because students are not concerned about it and don't see it as much of a problem.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal.
It's not a drug.
Adderall is a Schedule II controlled substance. The sale or unprescribed possession of it is a felony. However, that does not seem to serve as much of a deterrent.
Oh, no, I already knew it's a felony. I'm not going to get caught.
Will Von Tagen, News 4.